Good morning. It is Tuesday, and we've got an interesting, I would say, couple of days, but I think we all know it's a few weeks at this point coming up. But these days in particular, I think this Virgo mashup that we've got going on right now with Mercury retrograde, Venus, and the moon there is really kind of putting us into a little bit of analysis paralysis, regret type of energy. So kind of talk about that. We do have some stuff like building up over like this afternoon, evening, but we'll be exact tomorrow. And I kind of feel like this might be a little bit, I don't really want to say explosive, but definitely moving into like a culmination point of having to have some conversations, right? But today I'm feeling a little bit like we are more thinking about those conversations. So the moon is in Virgo. It is going to square off with Mars today. It'll square off with Jupiter later tonight. So you might not be up for that one, but just keep that in mind. That square to Mars, with Mars and Jupiter being in Gemini and Mercury being the ruling planet of that. Jupiter is in its fall in Gemini, and Mercury is retrograde right now. So there is a lot of like just roaming thoughts around in your head and like kind of almost blowing things out of proportion, or even just overthinking the things that you've already thought about. And it's really bringing up the past. Venus is moving closer to a conjunction with Mercury as well. And Venus is in its fall in Virgo. So it's not particularly happy there either. It tends to overanalyze when it comes to relationships and money and things of that nature. So just kind of keep that in mind as you go through the day. When the moon, which is where our subconscious and our emotional self is, in Virgo, where it's getting critical as well, it's going to square off with that Mars, and it could create like some angry moments in there, some kind of just, you'll really want to say something type of energy. Okay, so cards, energy of the day. The devil. You might feel like things are out of your control. This could even lean towards like obsessive thoughts throughout the day. So really keep an eye on that. Try your best to breathe, ground, do what you got to do to get your head, a little more stable. What we are focusing on is the Five of Cups. Now, Five of Cups, looking at the devil here. This really gives me the energy of like, what I should have done, what I should have said, like regrets, the things you didn't say what you wanted to say, you didn't do what you wanted to do, regrets about situations, regrets about people, and things of that nature, and really kind of obsessing over those things in your head. Listen to the voices, in your head. Listen to where your regrets are lying, and make sure that you're kind of keeping note on that, and that you're being honest with yourself about those regrets. And could you have actually done something different, What we are avoiding is Two of Pentacles. Quite honestly, you don't always have to have a balance. Sometimes it's okay to just be off. You don't have to be in perfect balance all the time. That is perfectly fine to have a rough day. And today, and maybe the next couple of days for that matter, could in fact be rough. And that is fine. Listen to your voice. Take care of yourself. Listen to those thoughts that come up that may be possibly a bit obsessive, and pick out what part of those thoughts are reality, what you actually could have done versus what you did, and just kind of think through all of that, because these old situations, these old conversations may be coming back up over the next few days.